Hi, Gail here on Radio Kidnappers, Voice of Hawke's Bay. We're in March already and hasn't taken long. So I am a psychic medium, clairvoyant, nomadic scientist, and I'm going to do a look at the cards for you for the month of March. So March is what it's about. In this particular year, and I was just thinking about that, so sorry, that's why I'm a bit kind of like not in the flow. But this year, this month, is about good communication and effective communication. It is about what message are you putting out there by your words, thoughts, and deeds. What are you saying about not just yourself as a person, but what the way you live, what you believe in, what you understand to be right or good. And I try and avoid saying right and wrong. We were brought up with this is right, that's wrong, this is good, this is bad, that's bad. What you believe is what you believe. And we did say this another month before, where everybody is right in some way. If there is a person who can see both sides, then we get to take on and absorb some of those kind of ideas, ideals, beliefs that we can kind of come to some form of compromise with and understand. We have, there is no real great division except the division we choose. Now, March is very much about communication. As I said, it's about creativity, but it's about what are you going to create that actually brings a positive impact to those people around you. If you're on Facebook, whatever you put out there has some real message this month. It has some impact this month. And, you know, I get it that sometimes we don't want to be good and do all the right things. What I will say to you, though, is whatever message you put out there, whatever you communicate about your views, yourself, the world, whatever message this month, this year that you put out there has an impact, has a consequence, has some kind of kickback in your life, if you like. And this isn't a threat. This is just karma. And you've heard of karma. Karma is you get back what you give out, but you get it back multiplied. So if you give good out, then you'll get good back. And I know, I can hear you, yeah, but that doesn't work always because you've always done the right thing, you've always been the good person, you've always been the one, and life's shat on you. Well, there are other things that go on there too. If that's happened, it's because you need to do more of it. Okay, so yeah, just be aware. Every statement that's being made out there in the world at the moment is being heard and resonates very strongly with all of us. And we have much bigger things to think about than our own country, small things that we have going on, or even COVID. And that's the message from the world. Hey, is this really as bad as it looks? Is this really as a bigger problem as you think it is? Like, there's bigger problems, and we've been showing that there are bigger problems in the world right now with what's happening in other countries. So, and that's kind of how karma works. An event will happen that shows you, in comparison, how important your realities, your difficulties really are in the scheme of things. It helps us become grateful and to accept that we have good things in our lives and to embrace those good things. So on that, we are going to now look at March, just to have a little look for you. Just want to have a little look to see personally for you what you can look forward to in March. And what I always said, whatever you put down as messages that you send out there in whatever way, body language, thoughts, verbally, however you do that, will have an impact in the coming year and years for you. So just be mindful about what kind of kickback you want in the future, or that your children will get. There seems to be this thing where things go down the line, we repair the deeds of our ancestors, you know, we put them right. So be the ancestor that has put things right for your children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren. Right, so we'll look at March and we'll have a little look at you and what can be really helpful for you coming up in March, what is useful to you. What are some of the main key things in March apart from what I just talked about? I'll pick 3 cards and I will show you the cards. Someone will remind me if I forget. So, okay, we look at the first one first then. So this is everything that you've been dealing with. This is about how the last 2 years have treated you. It's about the restrictions you live within. I will show you the card. It's the devil. And the devil is pretty much what we want, can also keep us trapped. It's also what we're faced with as far as restrictions in our lives, things that limit us. So this just says whatever this month you have experienced in the way of being held back in your life, or if you've been doing things that have been really harming your life, this is the month you actually send a different message. You actually listen to those little thoughts that come to you. And the little thoughts that come to you is, oh, maybe I don't need another coffee or drink, or maybe this behaviour isn't really working for me. Maybe it is stopping opportunities coming my way. So I'll say this is the freedom card, because this says it is within this month, it is within your grasp to be able to free yourself from anything that has been negatively affecting your life. I'll say it that way. You have the opportunity to break the chains that bind you, so to speak. Anything that is not useful in your life that you have been doing that just now isn't working for you, even if it was, this is saying now it's not, and going forward it's not going to work for you. So this is the opportunity this month to break those chains, to do something different, to not buy into the repetitive behaviour, not buy into that habit. I'm going to expand on that one later and have a little look. So next card for this month, what else have we got? And you may not think that's a positive card, but it actually is. It's a sign that if you have been wanting to lose weight, if you have been wanting to cut down on coffee, if you've been wanting to cut down on drinking or anything that has, or if you are in a situation which is literally keeping you stuck in your life, whether it's abuse or whether it's a job or whether it's a situation, this is the sign that this month you can break free from it. Yes, it will take effort. Yes, it will be difficult, but it says you can succeed this month. So, what else will we have a look? What else have we got for March 2022? The year is very important. March 2022. So, we already know this in some particular ways, that there have been changes in our world. It's almost like we're revisiting when COVID hit the world. because that's when our whole lives as we knew it changed. This month, we will be realising this again. It's absolutely, it is the Tower, which is sudden change, unexpected change. It is change that makes things better, but it sometimes affects us as a shock or a surprise. What I can say to you, though, with both of these cards is that you might just absolutely blow your own mind with what you can achieve that sets you free, that stops a habit, that gets you out of a difficult situation that's been holding you back. So this and those two cards together are pretty brilliant so far. So what else have we got for March? So there's a lot of communicating going to go on this year. We know that. Even bombs going from one place to another. That's communication. That's sending a message. Anything that sends a message. So back home here, back to you in your personal life, because for some of you this is going to become as a big shock that we've got a country who is prepared to use any weaponry available, including the ones that we grew up with the nuclear side of things, that we lived under the cloud of for our whole lives growing up. And I was not worried about COVID. I am more worried about what's going on in some parts of the world. What else have we got for March, though? This is for you. Brilliant. Oh, so this card represents everything good about what you are, what you have to give, what you have to offer to the world. This is about your abundance of skills, knowledge. Now, I know you're going to say, what abundance of skills? You have more skills than you know. I grew up thinking I could do nothing. And I still can't really. I still think that. If I dug into the depths of myself, I know that I can paint. Do I do it? No. What are you not doing that you are actually good at? Writing, even. Or maybe, I don't know, just showing people the caliber of who you are as a person. Let's just say as a good person, because that's going to work better this month. This seems to be, you can do either. You can either show the best side of yourself, or you can show the worst side of yourself. The temptation, which is this card, is to go along with the horrible, nasty and angry and scared side of things. You have a chance to actually shine personally. This is the card that says you can do something that proves to others who you are. And it doesn't have to be spectacular or big. You don't have to climb Everest. You can simply do something of yourself that is a bit more authentic. It's just, this is how I am. This is who I am. I'm going to be true to myself, and this is, and you can like me or not like me, and it's actually okay. But this is me, the authentic me. Okay? So I'm going to actually expand on all our habits, limits, restrictions, temptations card, and just have a little look for March, what else that has to say for us, okay? For you. Because these messages, although they're general, they can relate very much to your own personal life and what's going to be coming up for you this month in your own personal life. So this is interesting because a lot of this is going to be coming in around money and security and having a lot of money. So there are let's just say there's ways to get money. This month is saying there are ways to break yourself out of your money loop, that you can actually make some extra money this month. You can actually start something that has the potential to grow your money, that will give you that freedom. Your limitations, your circumstances, the restrictions you live under are giving you the opportunity to make money. Did you know that? It's true. There we go. Now let's have a little look at this one, because it's the sudden change card, and it may have come as a shock to you, or it may not, about a country that's gone to war with another country. And these countries have way more people than in New Zealand or Australia. So this is a big deal, a big influence, if you like, in the world, and a big impact in the world. And it's funny, I'm just looking down at my hand, and this sudden change, I'm just going to tip it up, because this sudden change in your personal life could absolutely be that you get things that you have been wishing for and wanting in your life for a long time. So this sudden change is like, wow, things could just click into place. You know, at the beginning of the year I said 2022, this is when things line up. This is when things fall into place. And even what is happening in the world is putting a perspective on our lives that helps fit things into place a little bit more. The protests, for instance, are absolutely valid for the reasons that they are doing it. The way they're doing it always is the measure of importance, or the measure of how much we listen. The changes that we have had over the last 2 years have made a lot of people's lives better in different ways. And I will say, if you get to wake up in the morning and choose your day, you are lucky. You are blessed. All other things are possible from your space and your place. You can create, you can change, you can do new things. Our mindsets are the trap. Our mindsets on, we have to have a job so we can live, and yes, the reality is we need money. Not necessarily the job you've got, but at this point, which is changing, it is part of the big change, the money side of it still is necessary. So how is that possible? What else can I do? How can I make that happen in a way that's productive, that does not take anything away from any other single person? Okay? So these changes can be in line with your dearest wishes. Things you've been wanting for a long time can just bang, happen this month for you. That's brilliant. I'll go with that one. And I will have I'll put you down there. I want to keep them together. I'll put that down then, because I like them. So the other card we had for this month was the Empress. And something dropped out. I'm just wondering what that is. When I do the cards, I have to pretty much clear my mind so that it's a blank slate. It's pretty easy, actually, for me. So this, and then the cards reveal themselves. For some of you, and I'm going to say, have you got a project that you have not carried through? That you have not finished, that you just decided was too hard, actually, that it was just like, that was never going to work, never going to happen? I need you to look back in your lives. You can look back 10, 20 years. Doesn't matter. Just ponder it. Think about it. What was I going to do that I completely decided was impossible at the time, or just impossible for me? This is saying that this month, it's absolutely possible for you. Okay, So this is about digging deep, because this seems to be forgotten. Even look back to your childhood if necessary. I don't feel like you need to do that. I feel this is something that you thought, oh, maybe teenage years, early 20s, yeah, okay. It's time to actually reconnect with that idea or that thought or something you've already done, because this is something that was maybe already started a little bit. So think about what that might be. And it's in line of some kind of project or some kind of, and I can never think of another word for project, and that would be good. Let's have a look. I'll just have a look again at that one and just see if there's anything more that comes from that. Okay. All you need is to believe in yourself. You know, we've done a bit of work on this over the last 6 months, right? You're important. Having a relationship with yourself, like putting yourself out there, being brave. This is what our new world has given you as a gift. This is the opportunity to be yourself, share yourself, be unique, or just be different. Don't have to fit in, conform. That can all be broken this month, okay? So powerful month, 2022. Very important that you be kind, you be nice, you do the right thing for the right reasons, that you do it, that it helps other people and is helpful to other people, because that is going to stand you in a lot of good stead in the next coming 3 years, all right? Choice. And on that note, lovely people, I am doing video, Skype, video messenger, Skype, phone sessions and readings. If you would like a personal reading with me, my phone number is 027 4166 545. Yes. And on that note, this is Radio Kidnappers. Take care.